tonu e, ngā mātou ako te ao, here mai, whakatau mai rā.
Please be seated. Inga mana, inga reo, inga hoe wha. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Council members, special guests, staff, graduands, family and friends of graduands. As Chancellor of the University of Auckland, I extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of Council members and staff of the University. In particular, I welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Richard Templer. I also acknowledge the recent passing of Dr. Meremere Penfold, who was a long-term member of the University of Auckland staff, a distinguished Māori scholar, and for many years, the kuia at our graduation ceremonies. This is a meeting of the Council of the University of Auckland for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. This week, we will be conferring and awarding more than 6,572 qualifications on some 6,478 students in person and in absentia. At this ceremony, 470 students will graduate in person and 190 students will graduate in absentia. I will be assisted by Mr. Peter Kiley, the Pro-Chancellor. This is a happy and memorable occasion for you, the graduands, as well as your families and friends who have supported you during your studies. We congratulate you all. Equally, your achievement brings pleasure and satisfaction to the academic and professional staff of the university who have played their part in your success. Capping is a time for celebration. The graduation procession today brought academic flavour and colour to the streets of Auckland, and in this ceremony, you will experience the pomp and tradition befitting your well-deserved day of celebration. Over a period of 130 years, the University of Auckland has become a comprehensive, research-led university with a strong international reputation. Today, there are more than 40,000 students and 5,000 staff. Moreover, we are New Zealand's largest research organisation, with 1/3 of the country's externally rated world-class researchers. Within New Zealand, only our university is ranked within the top 1% of the world's universities. We also have a strong commitment to Māori education. Of all the Māori degree graduates in New Zealand each year, 25% come from just one institution, the University of Auckland. For Pacifica graduates, the number is closer to 40%. The quality and international reputation of the university are fundamentally driven by the achievements of its people, and last year was an exceptional one for our academic staff, who won almost every form of recognition available to them in New Zealand. In July, Professor Alison Jones and Associate Professors Bryony James and Cather Simpson won National Tertiary Teaching Excellence Awards for sustained excellence in tertiary teaching. These awards mean that for 11 of the last 12 years, our teachers have been recognised as among the very best in the country. In November, Engineers Distinguished Emeritus Professor John Boys and Professor Grant Kovic won the Supreme Award at the Prime Minister's Science Prizes Awards for their work on inductive power transfer. Dr. Ben O'Brien from the Auckland Bioengineering Institute won the McDiarmid Emerging Scientist Prize for his groundbreaking work on artificial muscles. And Dr. Susie Wiles from Molecular Medicine and Pathology won the Science Media Communication Prize. Our staff also excelled at the 2013 Royal Society of New Zealand Awards, winning 4 major medals. The most notable was Distinguished Professor Dame Anne Salmon from Māori Studies, winning the Society's highest honour, the Rutherford Medal. This was awarded for her eminent work on Māori social structures and interactions within the European world, and on European exploration in the Pacific. She was also named Kiwi Bank New Zealander of the Year for 2013. And then yesterday, it was announced that 6 of the National Centres of Research Excellence to be funded by the government, 4 will be hosted by the University of Auckland, and we will be a partner in the other 2. This is an outstanding achievement by our leading scientists, and I wish to congratulate the directors, the teams, and all those who have contributed to this success. These achievements reflect the outstanding quality not only of our academic staff, but also of the students who work with them and the many professional staff who support them. A key part of our challenge for the future, and one that is clearly reflected in our strategic plan, is to continue to invest in a community of highly accomplished staff and students. An important element of that investment is ensuring that our teaching facilities are of the highest quality. To this end, the University Council completed in 2013 the purchase of the former Lion Brewery's site in Newmarket as the basis for a new campus, which will be integrated with the existing City and Grafton campuses. At Newmarket, work is well underway on construction of the engineering research laboratories. These buildings represent an investment of approximately $88 million to support our engineering research and postgraduate teaching for the benefit of all New Zealand. We will occupy the first of the new facilities in July this year. Work has also begun on the new science tower on the corner of Wellesley and Simon Streets. This major construction project represents an investment of more than $300 million. It will allow us to upgrade science teaching and research and integrate the School of Psychology and the School of Environment into the main science precinct. This will in turn free up the Human Sciences building for refurbishment as the Centre of the Arts faculty. Constant innovation is the cornerstone of a university such as ours. Innovative teaching and research is vital for long-term, sustainable economic growth of our country and social cohesion of our nation. This has never been more so than in the times we face in the wake of the global recession, the Christchurch earthquakes, and the yet-to-be-defined effects of global warming. Universities equip graduates like you, not simply for the jobs of today, but for future careers not yet imagined in an ever-changing world. So as you graduate today, please reflect on the ongoing learning opportunities and consider the wide range of postgraduate options available to you at this university. Reflect on the changes in technology you have already experienced in your lifetime, and remember that most of the technology you will use in your future working career has yet to be developed or commercialised. I ask you to do this because we can never rest on our laurels, especially in a challenging and ever-changing world. Whatever path you follow as you go out into the world, I urge you as the alumni of New Zealand's leading university to never forget your alma mater, your university. We rely on our graduates for support, moral, political, and financial. Funding constraints are a perennial problem for New Zealand universities who are being asked to do more and more with less and less each year. In fact, in these times, we should be spending more on universities, not less. But don't worry, we will be in touch with you, and when we do, please lend us your support. But that is enough of the substantial issues facing us all as members of a 21st century university with high aspirations. Because today is your day, with the focus firmly on your achievement. At this ceremony, we honour your success, along with the support of your family, whānau, and others who have sustained you through your studies. I congratulate you and trust that you will long cherish the memories of your graduation today. I am pleased to introduce our first speaker of the day, researcher and innovator, Dr. Richard Templer, who is the General Manager of Research and Technical Services at Callaghan Innovation. Callaghan Innovation, for those of you who may not know, is a standalone Crown entity established to help New Zealand businesses build innovation capability that contributes to the general growth of the broader economy. It comprises a team of about 400 researchers, scientists, engineers, technologists, business people, and investment and account managers working across the country to connect businesses with research organisations across the innovation system. Callaghan manages more than $140 million a year in government funding and grants to support business innovation and capability building. Richard previously worked for Industrial Research Limited as General Manager of Advanced Manufacturing Technology, and prior to that worked in IRL's Automation Systems team. Richard was the New Zealand Institute of Management's Young Executive of the Year in 2001 and won the Institute of Professional Engineers New Zealand Innovation Award in 2002. His previous work experience has included senior management positions with the Foundation for Science Research and Technology and the Ministry for Science and Innovation. He has also worked with Volvo in Sweden, McMaster University in Canada, Fisher & Paykel Healthcare here in New Zealand, and Meat and Wool New Zealand. Welcome, Richard. We look forward to your address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, members of the University, graduands, families and friends, thank you for the opportunity to speak here. In 1988, I sat there, like you, graduating for the first time. I had hopes, dreams and aspirations. Hopes that the speaker wouldn't talk too long. Dreams that he might say something funny, and aspirations to get across the stage without tripping over. I've been very lucky. My career has been spent in research and innovation, so today I want to tell you, innovation is fun. When I finished my undergraduate degree, I was lucky enough through connections that I had through my professor at Auckland University to travel. I went to Sweden and spent some time working at Volvo in Canada at McMaster University. Now, for those of you who don't know, Volvo make cars. In fact, they make large metal cars, and my research interest was in metal forming, so it was a natural place to go. But one of the things that surprised me was that everyone could pronounce my name, as in Richard Templer. And it turns out, you're all far too young to know this, but perhaps your parents might know this, that there's this rather famous fictional character known as the Saint, Simon Templar. And why did everyone at Volvo know his name? Well, in the original television series starring Roger Moore, someone else to ask your parents about, he drove a Volvo, in fact a Volvo P1800. And in a delightful aside, when I turned 40 some time ago, my wife arranged for me to be picked up in a white Volvo P1800. So I was genuinely the saint that particular day. After I'd completed my PhD at Auckland, in the finest tradition of education being a continuous process, I'd did my PhD in metal forming. So naturally enough, my first job was at Fisher & Paykel Healthcare, working on medical devices. Now, if I can give you one piece of advice, education is for life. The skills you learn in your degree about how to learn and how to research and how to solve problems are the ones you'll use every day. The individual bits of technical knowledge will often be out of date and be superseded by what you do. So we worked on an infant warmer, and it was a wonderful process. It's basically something that keeps very small babies warm, but allows access to them, uses an infrared heating system. My job was to basically help run the R&D and model the heat transfer, and we were able to, relative to the old model, achieve twice the performance with 2/3 of the power. So it was a wonderful application of research. But even more exciting, I got to work with some really talented designers and creative people, and they gave it a name, and I do like names, and they called our infant warmer the Cozy Cot. Now the fun bit. The ultimate payoff for me was about 14 and a half years ago when my wife and I's son was born. And immediately, literally immediately on being delivered, he was put on a Fisher & Paykel Cozy Cot and examined. So the first piece of technology my son encountered was actually a piece of technology I'd helped design. And that's awesome. From there I moved to Industrial Research Limited, and as mentioned, metal forming, medical devices. I went to the robotics team, and in particular we worked on meat robotics, i.e. how do you get a robot to work like a freezing worker? So we were developing robots to do meat processing. Not the cleanest of jobs. I spent a lot of time in white gumboots and white overalls and spent a lot of time inside New Zealand freezing works. But when I started early on, we had a prototype robot, which was known as the IRL 7L. And I thought, well, that's a terribly boring name. We need to give it a name so the freezing workers can relate to it. And so I thought about things and came up with the name RoboChop. Now that went down a treat. The freezing workers would tap it with their knives as they walked past and say, "Good morning, Choppy," and that sort of thing. And we went on to do meat ordination work in New Zealand, Australia, the United States, Germany and Ireland. And in every single one of those, RoboChop was very well received. From there I moved into the research investment space, first at Meat and Wool New Zealand and then at the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology. And while I was there, I was lucky enough to be part of the team that put together the then single largest investment the Foundation had made. That was the Natural Hazards Platform. It's a $138 million investment over the course of 10 years. And thankfully for us, we put it together before the Christchurch earthquake. And it brought together the top experts in earthquake and civil defence and recovery in New Zealand, including a lot of really talented researchers from the University of Auckland. Post the Christchurch earthquake, Cabinet and the Prime Minister needed answers, and they needed scientific answers, not just in terms of the human cost, but they needed someone to explain to them what had actually happened, what did it mean, and what was potentially going to happen. Because we'd actually pulled this organisation together and it had a director, there was actually a place where all the best minds in New Zealand had gathered together to answer those questions. And I was lucky enough to be in a cabinet briefing where the director of the Natural Hazards Platform actually talked to Cabinet. So it was a pretty exciting time. So innovation is fun, and it's fun to be part of history, because that was literally history happening as we watched. Nowadays I work at Callaghan Innovation. I look after 230 scientists and engineers and a budget of 50 million to do things with those people. And we do a lot of really exciting stuff. But one that's very recent has been the National Science Challenges, Science for Technological Innovation. And that's brought together a wide range of scientists working in the high technology area from all the universities in New Zealand, plus three CRIs, plus ourselves. Now, one of the really entertaining bits about that, as you'd expect with a title Science for Technological Innovation, this is very tech-savvy national challenge. The first thing that was established was a Google group, so everyone could participate online and critique things and edit things. And generally the most important agenda item was what was the wireless network passport. And I think it's a fabulous reflection on Auckland University that the interim director, the first person who's going to be running the National Challenge, is Dr. Margaret Hyland from Auckland's Engineering School. So Callaghan Innovation is tasked with helping make New Zealand a smarter, wealthier and more innovative place. But in reality, I'm not the key to that. You are. You're a bunch of incredibly bright and talented people. And what I ask you to think about is in the jobs you go out and get, is to think about innovation. Innovation in small things and innovation in large things. Because for New Zealand to succeed, for us to become a more wealthy society, a more successful and a more equitable society, we need innovation in every field. We need innovation in the way people do their jobs, in the products they produce, in the systems we use, in the way we communicate. And what I can tell you is that if you do that, if you do explore innovation, if you do look at new ways of doing things and new ways of creating things, you'll have a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard, for a most challenging and insightful address. This is a meeting of Council in Convocation of the University at which the Pro-Chancellor, Peter Kiley, and I will be conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. I invite the Pro-Chancellor to award the diplomas and confer the degrees in the first half of this ceremony.
By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Peter Kiley, Pro-Chancellor, award the diplomas and confer the degrees stated upon those who, within the Faculty of Science, have satisfied the requirements of this university.
I call upon the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor Metzen, to present graduands in that faculty.
Pro-Chancellor, as Deputy Dean, I have the honour of presenting to you the students qualified for the award of a diploma or the conferment of a degree in the Faculty of Science. Graduate Diploma in Science. Jane Victoria Henderson. Diane de Morpied James. Mingshi Mandy Liu. To the degree of Bachelor of Science, Tristan Callisto Absalom. Mia Rode Tase Asidia. Norfatir Ahmed Sayuti. Nayan Ayuta Ayu. Kylie Adela Ala. Gayeth Mohammed Samir Al-As Al-Sadat. David Ellen Emselgeest. Tony Catherine Elston. Andrew Mackenzie Anderson. Suzanne Angelo. Joshua Shakti Anthony. Michael John Barnett. Hannah Frances Barrett. Natalie K. Barrell. Craig Anthony Barreto. Sally B. Charles Stephen Auger. Anthony Gordon Ayres. Jonathan Vincent Barber. Tamuz bin David. Thomas Herrick Bentham. David Hetaraka Bana. Priya Pemi Bana. Sukalp Bhatnagar. Samantha Eleanor Blackwell. Benjamin David Alexander Blaine. Samuel Douglas Blanchett. Kate Gemma Burson. Carmen Joy Boyd. Danielle Kirsten Boyd. Luke Jonathan Boyle. Cherie Elizabeth Bracewell. Ine J. Brand. Elliot Charles Bratt. Kelly Ellen Brockett. Emily Frances Brown. Sophia Isabella Brown. Wade Michael Brownlee. Jordan John William Buckley. Kelsey Michelle Buntain. Brendan Michael Thomas Kane. Fraser Ian Cameron. Yong Hao Cha. Lisa Sarah Carlin. Tasha Aman Luminog Carlos. Samford Courtney Cathy. Jolene Kavanagh. Angela Elizabeth Chaffee. Ching Yu Chan. Jonathan Junjaya Chan. Kevin Chungkit Chan. Michael Muklish Chand. Chang Sir Chen. Samprathana Changchayafum. Carl Ross Chetsenchi. Chia Hang Chen. Kylie Chen. Jian Chen. Yang Chen. Eric Wang Tat Chung. Jayare Chung. Senior Scholar Science Jo Young Chan. Yu Chan. Sherry Cheng Jingyi. Edmund Hongman Chung. Brian Chu. Siang Sub Choi. Ut Choi. Carol Chuang. Kevin Jonathan Saputra. Eve Marion Clark. Rory Stewart James Clark. Catherine Roberta Cochran. Tamsin Collins. Asher Francis Bramwell Cook. James Walter Corbett. Holly Joelle Coulter. Michael John Marshall Cresswell. Hannah Cumming. Chelsea Carol Cunningham. Asmita Dalal. Gavin Christopher Dalton. Iosis Daniel. Miranda Francis Jessie Davis. Senior Scholar Science, Emma Kathleen Davison. Justine Ramos de Guzman. Matthew William Philip DeLille. Brianna Megan Oldfield Dean. Anna Katrina DeSello. Weiji Deng. Samuel Patterson Dennis. Kishan Danji. Timothy Tanielu Diak. Senior Scholar Science, Owen Thomas Dillon. Brendan James Dittmer. Senior Scholar Science, Courtney Grace Dixon. Joseph Edward Samuel Donaldson. Jerry Jaiwei Dong. Harmon Michael Donker. Courtney Page Donovan. Aubrey Gabasa Dosado. John Robert Douglas. Amy Lynn Doyle. Ellen Rose Dragisevich. Matthew James Drum. Seren Afra de Souza. Stephanie Ann de Souza. Theodore Carlos de Souza. Lisette Lillian de Clare. Snea Dukaki. Melissa Jade Duncan. Sophie Ear. Emma Edney Brown. Cameron Ross Edwards. Olivia Kate Egan. Nio May Emery. Alexander James Insol. Aslan Eric Mustafa David William Evans. Aaron Allen Royals Fell. Sean Lloyd Bruce Ferris. No Hernig Fong. Lucy Margaret Forrester. Nicholas Gianfrancesco. Hayley Louise Lindsay Freeman. Jared Liam Freeman. Tengan Fry. Tahi Jackson Fu. Wanvisa Fankajon Fong. Haley Fang Ching Yi. Anthony Vienaminovich Gamble. Jiajin Gao. David Waimari Garbett Ovens. Yinto Gung. William David Gibson. Hannah May Geiss. Rachel Marie Gillard. Stephanie Elizabeth Glubb. Jeffrey Lucien Savio Gomez. Rachel Leigh Goodger. Jonathan Harold Goodman. Charlotte May Dukoff Gordon. Senior Scholar Science, Gareth Donald Gordon. Nikita Roselle Govenda. Karan Govind Pani. Catherine Elizabeth Kelly Graf. Simon Peter Green. Nicole Arena Marie Griffin. Stephen Daniel Grubb. Catherine Claire Olivia Gunn. Honghui Gua. Rikihana Rose Gurnick. Thomas Connor Guy. Jessie Holly Hackford. John William Haynes Brand. Bara Kasim Naji Hamandi. Sung Jae Han. Han Ju. Multazam Haq. Senior Scholar Science, Christy Petter Hardegg. Hope Bonnie Harding. Thomas Murray Harding. Kim Sebastian Harper. Cara Raquel Mata Harrison. Bonnie Gypsy Devantia Hartfield. Kanzul Hassan. Luke Jeffrey Hawley. Richard John Heald. Senior Scholar Science, Joanne Patricia Healy. Samuel David Higgy Grassi. Alicia May Helens. Matthew Douglas Maxwell Hemi. Patrick Michael Hempstead. Maria Hermans. Vincent James Holden. Kelsey Helena Hole. Alicia D. Hollemon. Kayi Jacqueline Hon. Ashley Jane Honeycomb. Edward Hong. Joanna Hock. Charisse Alexandra Eve Hooterman Calder. Kenny Husing Huang. Chan Huang. Elaine Huang. Hong Na Huang. Rebecca Elizabeth Hudson. Tara Elizabeth Hunt. Seijin Wang. Senior Scholar Science, Austin James Dugay Ibarra. Basant Ibrahim. Muhammad Saki bin Ibrahim. Ria Imandan. Micaiah Hirsch Isaacson. Kavita Jajaram. Nicholas Robert James. Cameron Eric Jameson. Megan Lee Jameson. Aisha Narain Jana. Thitapong Jarasri Wilai. Michael Charles Jeffs. Chai Yun Jong. Matthew Richard Jeremson. Minsik G. Jessica Joe. Sudan Rajan John. Hilary Olive Johnston. Russell Ethan Joel. Nicola Mary Jones. Vina Jose. Willem Jacobus Joubert. Braden Stewart Stanley Judd. Anupam Buan Kabir. Jeannie Jingyin Kang. Jayoon Kang. Eddie Cow. Gangadeep Kerr. Florella Mary Keane. Beatrice May Keenan. Kiristhinge Mudayan Salage Pramuk Bandara Kiristhinge. Liam Keith Kendall. Ashley Rachel Kennard. Samuel James Kenny. Javed Faraz Khan. Mariam Bint Khan. Jemima Yu Ling Ko. Harim Kim. Harrison Tayoon Kim. Jang Yeon Kim. Patrick Kim.
Thank you, Pro-Chancellor, for conferring the degrees and awarding the diplomas in the first half of this ceremony. One of the great pleasures of graduation is the opportunity to hear performances by students from our acclaimed School of Music. Kento Isamura on piano will now perform Tom and Jerry by Harumi. Thank you, Kento, for that fantastic performance. I wish also to acknowledge that Kento won third place in the Graduation Gala Concerto competition on Tuesday evening. Can you all join with me in congratulating Kento? By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Ian Parton, Chancellor, award the diplomas and confer the degrees stated upon those who, within the Faculty of Science, have satisfied the requirements of this university. I call upon an Associate Dean of the Faculty of Science, Mrs. Goldstone, to present further graduands in that faculty.
To the degree of Bachelor of Science, Songbong Kim. Jenna Rose King. Samuel John King. David Kirkwood. Joe Vicole. Benjamin Kian Guang Ko. Joe Yi Kok. Simon Kok. Shanmuki Shamila Kavuru. Kavendra Vithla Krishna. Jyoti Kumar Selwyn Kanal Kumar. Alexa Christelle Alcazar Labra. Hui Tung Lam. Stacey Marianne Lamont. Scott William Langley. Aileen Hui Mien Lau. Hannah Lee. Inhan Lee. Mingyi Lee. Suwon Lee. Seungwon Lee. Soon Hong Lee. Yuchi Lee. Rebecca Marie Lerke. Su Yi Lee. Sean Francis Leaney. Bridget Helena Gray-Lenting. Zoe Johan Lindsay-Smith. Kitway Leo. Yi Fung Leung. Howen Lee. Shudong Lee. Su Ing Lee. Yinbin Lee. Charles Ju Xuan Liang. Xi Xing Liang. Hannah Frances Lightfoot. Andrew Eugene Lim. Eunice Uni Lim. Ka Yi Lim. Min Shi Lin. Su Min Lim. Yi Ken Lim. Bo Lim. Shi Xiang Lin. Michelle Lin. Ranting Lin. Ying Yi Lin. Samantha Victoria Lincoln. Melody Akiko Lindsay. Joanna Lily Liu. Xian Liu. Yao Yuan Liu. James Young Low. Matthew Anthony Lowe. Benjamin Liang Yong Lu. Lu Yi. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Conjoint, Andrew Rianto Ahmed and a Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Caitlin Ashby and a Bachelor of Arts. Megan Elizabeth Oragai and a Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Ann Brown and a Bachelor of Nursing. Senior Scholar in Science and Senior Scholar in Arts, Mark Henry Burrell and a Bachelor of Arts. Kyung Rok Byon and a Bachelor of Commerce. Brooke Kelsey Cameron and a Bachelor of Commerce. Katie Gale Carroll and a Bachelor of Arts. Senior Scholar in Science, Emmeline Miriam Dorbin and a Bachelor of Arts. Roland de Koning and a Bachelor of Arts. Rose Maria Deutschler and a Bachelor of Arts. Benjamin Desmond Reginald Elliott and a Bachelor of Commerce. Zeus Homi Engineer and a Bachelor of Engineering Honours with Second Class Honours First Division in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Hannah Frances Gates and a Bachelor of Arts. Elizabeth Khaleesi Wingafer and a Bachelor of Commerce. Shana Ann Zomvang, Caroline Granwell and a Bachelor of Arts. James Hannam and a Bachelor of Arts. Senior Scholar in Science, J.E. Her and a Bachelor of Commerce. Olivia Grace Hutchinson and a Bachelor of Arts. Megan Aminatov and a Bachelor of Arts. Amy Victoria Jackson and a Bachelor of Arts. Lucy Elizabeth Jackson and a Bachelor of Arts. Keziah Allen Kelly and a Bachelor of Arts. Elizabeth Troll Lamb and a Bachelor of Commerce. Hao Shin Lan and a Bachelor of Commerce. Shannon Alice Leggett and a Bachelor of Commerce. Chika Gabrielle Lim and a Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Lynn and a Bachelor of Commerce. Sophie Louise McGuinness and a Bachelor of Arts. Natalie Anna Miles and a Bachelor of Arts. Max Douglas Montgomery and a Bachelor of Commerce. Jacqueline Amanda Munro and a Bachelor of Arts. Louis Andrew Newton and a Bachelor of Arts. Olivia Alice Philpott and a Bachelor of Arts. Mitchell James Pikett and a Bachelor of Commerce. Alicia Erin Schofield and a Bachelor of Arts. Jason Sharma and a Bachelor of Commerce. Vin E. Sue and a Bachelor of Commerce. Anne Sim and a Bachelor of Commerce. Danielle Wei Ering Sue and a Bachelor of Arts. Senior Scholar in Science and Senior Scholar in Business and Economics, Glenn Ryan Thomas and a Bachelor of Commerce. Kate Haley Thompson and a Bachelor of Commerce. Rowan Elizabeth Titchener and a Bachelor of Arts. Melanite Maria Finalelo Tuinukuafe and a Bachelor of Commerce. Georgia Alice Wilson and a Bachelor of Commerce. Joanne He-Man Wong and a Bachelor of Commerce. Andrew David Wolseley and a Bachelor of Commerce. Senior Scholar in Science, Kai-Yi Zhang and a Bachelor of Laws. Postgraduate Diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with Distinction. Monique Yvette Lease. Postgraduate Diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with Merit, Shannon Teresa Fraser. Janie Haringa. Navina Kalpana-Hira. Theodora Nikolova. Ernest Vineeth Pedicala. Postgraduate Diploma in Bioscience Enterprise, Schlock Kant. Faye Asuna Matiti. Wei Siwei. Postgraduate Diploma in Clinical Psychology, Jugitsa Badzakova Trakov. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Distinction, Jonathan Ban Huat Ko in Clinical Exercise Physiology. Rebecca Jane LaGrice in Biological Sciences. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Merit, Muhammad Hassan Abuwawa in Biomedical Science. Sally Jane Adams in Optometry. Noor Muhammad Al-Sadat in Biomedical Science. Melisra Soldata Amora in Geology. Kyung Wang Bang in Biological Sciences. John Christopher Bray in Physics. Sophie Faye Burgess in Marine Science. Elena Katie Barrett in Biological Sciences. Nikki Joanne Burrows in Environmental Science. Amanda Marie Chapman in Environmental Science. Joanna Stacey Capito in Marine Science. Mulsari Dillon in Pharmacology. Anne-Marie Jean Gibson in Wine Science. Reza Hendrawan in Environmental Management. Sally Teresa Jerem in Environmental Management. Anna Kleinmans in Marine Science. Neha Nikita Kumar in Wine Science. Arthur Joel Lewis in Computer Science. Postgraduate Diploma in Science, Amanda Joy Basham in Psychology. Dennis Colho in Computer Science. Koda Goda Gamma Thrimisri Moana de Silva in Food Science. Svetlana Deli in Psychology. Liselle Catherine Baratas Dimson in Psychology. Emma Louise Dodd in Wine Science. Zhonghua Guan in Food Science. John Kahoho in Biomedical Science and a Bachelor of Science. Tanavir Kaur in Food Science. Agus Kusnadi in Marine Science. Chun To Lee in Biological Sciences. Fan Xing Li in Food Science. Yinan Liu in Food Science. Chancellor, I now call upon the Acting Dean of Science, Associate Professor Anson, to present further graduates.
To the degree of Master of Bioscience Enterprise with First Class Honours, Charles Philip Hendrick Beasley, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with Merit and a Bachelor of Science. Victoria Ming Wei Lam. Menu Samir Rai. Emma Lindsay Senior. Matthew Grant Toy. To the degree of Master of Bioscience Enterprise with second class honours, First Division, Philippa Ann Charlesworth. Shean Shuen Allen Peng and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with Merit. Anton Walter Steiner. Christopher Dean Trent. To the degree of Master of Bioscience Enterprise with second class honours, Second Division, Thomas Luke Berry. Ramend Kumar. Shurish Lachumanane. Han Cheong Kwa, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise. To the degree of Master of Science with First Class Honours, Lee Michael Blackburn in Pharmacology and a postgraduate diploma in Science with Merit in Pharmacology. Dion James Shalagoy in Biological Sciences. Ting Yen Chen in Computer Science. Randall Felix de Souza in Biomedical Science. Tyler James Elliott in Clinical Exercise Physiology. James David Fleet in Psychology. May Alexandra Thompson Hensman in Psychology. University Graduate Scholar Julie Dawn Hill in Environmental Management and a postgraduate diploma in Science with distinction in Environmental Management. Betty Shia Son Lee in Biomedical Science. Huan Lin in Computer Science. Karen Liu in Biomedical Science and a postgraduate diploma in Science in Biomedical Science. Tristan John McCarley in Marine Science. Bridget Maria McCaffrey in Clinical Exercise Physiology. Emma Rachel Moffat in Environmental Science. Catherine Ann Rawson in Biological Sciences. Ashley Josephine Robbins in Biological Sciences. Brendan Hugh Roxburgh in Sport and Exercise Science. Isha Sharma in Physics. Lily Isabella Harrison Stadloba in Psychology. Kun Ying Tu in Chemistry. To the degree of Master of Science with Second Class Honours, First Division, Wayam Samir Obansha in Chemistry. Michael J. Freeman in clinical exercise physiology. Sanket Gupta in biological sciences. Maria Fernanda Hurtado Rowe in environmental science. Ki Hao Lung in statistics. Evan David Rowlands in clinical exercise physiology. Asila Wickham Sanarath Dasananaki in bioinformatics. Brent Milton Whiteley in computer science. Jen Xiao Su in statistics. Xin Yan Yang in food science. To the degree of Master of Science with second class honours, second division, Kerry Lee de Villiers in biomedical science. Spencer Inez in statistics. Emma Louise Lambert in biological sciences and a postgraduate diploma in science with merit in biological sciences. Hannah Margaret Lowe in clinical exercise physiology. Varsha Neelam Mala in biosecurity and conservation. Edith Agnes Simpson in environmental science. Jessica Kamal Suri in health psychology and a postgraduate diploma in science with merit in health psychology. To the degree of Master of Science, Rosalind of the Cross Muller in psychology. Wai Yao Wu in chemistry.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present the doctoral graduands.
Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting to you the doctoral graduands. To the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Daniel Edward Farrant, University Doctoral Scholar. Daniel investigated the impact of a mastery-focused physical education program on primary students' self-esteem, self-efficacy, morality and resilience, as well as its influence on their confidence and enjoyment of sport and physical activity. Jessica Mary Mitchell, University Doctoral Scholar. Jessica investigated stepfather authority from the perspective of young adult stepchildren. This has implications for clinicians working therapeutically with stepfamilies and for information provided to stepfamilies. Jessica. Jennifer Marie O'Callaghan, University Doctoral Scholar. Jennifer explored whether or not men and women differed in the onset and presentation of psychotic symptoms and the role of psychological and social factors in these differences. Her research makes a contribution to the literature on psychosis within New Zealand populations. Jennifer. Eleanor June Riddick, University Doctoral Scholar. Ellie conducted research with siblings of cancer survivors to find out what things made it easier for young people to adjust. Her findings have implications for how to support the needs of all children when a family member is seriously unwell. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Julia Sophia Allwood in Forensic Science. Julia worked on creating a method that utilised DNA to predict physical traits and gender of humans for forensic use in New Zealand. Philippa Maria Arnold in Statistics. In order to improve Year 10 students' statistical reasoning, Pip explored and identified the concepts underpinning good statistical investigative questions. She found new learning approaches to developing concepts, so creating a paradigm shift in the teaching of statistics. Her research findings have been applied to and are now an integral part of the school statistics curriculum. Karina Beatrix Buchenberger in Geography. Karina's investigation grew out of a concern to develop a high-quality residential environment in the context of Auckland's rapid urbanisation. Her theoretical framework developed a pluralistic concept of housing qualities through an innovative conceptualisation of non-material dimensions focusing on insiders' experiences. Her empirical findings contributed to Auckland Council's initiative to become the world's most livable city. Jason Nicholas Busby in Biological Sciences. Jason investigated the structure of an insecticidal toxin complex from a New Zealand soil bacterium, aiding in the development of this complex as a natural insecticide. Carmen Choi in Biological Sciences, University Doctoral Scholar, Bright Future Top Achiever Doctoral Scholar. Carmen investigated the genetic variation within the New Zealand grapevine leaf roll associated virus 3 population to improve diagnostic testing protocols and help understand the virus biology and evolution. This study will help control the most important viral disease affecting grapevines in New Zealand. Jacob Jumanavong in Psychology, University Doctoral Scholar. Jacob conducted interviews with adolescent refugees and mental health service providers to investigate stressors experienced by these young people and coping strategies they used while adapting to life in New Zealand. From this work, recommendations were made for the improvement of service delivery to refugee adolescents. Sarah Jane Cowie in Psychology, University Doctoral Scholar. Sarah's thesis investigated how animals learn to find food in different locations across time and developed an accurate quantitative model to describe this behaviour. Andrew Patrick Dougal-Dare in Biological Sciences. Andrew studied the pathway leading to the production of a unique health-related compound in apples, with the long-term aim of producing healthier fruit for the prevention of obesity-related disorders in humans. Nathan Kenneth Deed in Biological Sciences, University Doctoral Scholar. Oxygen-binding protein 1 is an essential protein for the growth of plant cells. Nathan discovered a signalling protein within its cellular pathway and also found it has an important role in secondary cell wall formation. Michael Kevin Eagle in Geology. Michael described 88 new species and 23 fossil crinoids from the Mesozoic and early Tertiary periods of New Zealand and New Caledonia. Familial and generic paleobiogeographic affinities common to both hemispheres during the Mesozoic and the impact of the Cretaceous-Tertiary extinction event upon Mesozoic faunas were also annotated. Thomas Richard Etherington in Geography. Using computer modelling, Tom researched how landscapes affect possum dispersal. He has used his findings to develop isolation maps that will aid the planning of possum control. Anupama Rao Gula Srinivas in Chemistry. Anu focused on developing mineralised optical DNA sensors based on photoluminescent polymers for applications in a diverse range of fields such as medical diagnostics, food contamination and forensics. Ralph Heusler in Computer Science, University Doctoral Scholar. Ralph generated reference data for stereo analysis and estimated confidence for stereo measurements. His results will inform future developments in computer vision-based driver assistance systems, particularly including safe operation of autonomously driven cars. Charith Aravinda Hettiarachi in Food Science. During Charith's study, a new energy-efficient method for the formation of protein fibrils was developed, and the fine structure of these fibrils was investigated. There is huge potential to utilise these biological ribbons in the field of biotechnology, in addition to their application as a functional food ingredient. Rathish Kalarot in Computer Science. Rathish investigated some of the ways of implementing real-time stereo vision systems in modern computers with graphics processing units. He achieved the highest throughput of all of the reported worldwide results. Hannah Mary Kelly in Forensic Science, University Doctoral Scholar. Hannah's research involved investigating the statistical methods used to interpret complex DNA profiles recovered from crime scenes. This was done with a view to increasing the evidential value of these recovered DNA profiles, which are often compromised in quality. Jacqueline Jean Knobloch in Chemistry, University Doctoral Scholar. Jackie investigated how damage to cell membranes caused by oxidative stress may lead to ageing and disease. Yvonne Unsan Leong in Biological Sciences, University Doctoral Scholar. Long QT syndrome is a serious inherited cardiac disorder affecting young people and can cause uncontrolled arrhythmia, which can lead to sudden death. Yvonne's research investigated two different approaches to using zebrafish as a model for long QT syndrome. Why Locke Lee in computer science? Why Locke explored the myriad effects that cause variation in the rate of evolution, both across and within genomes. Why Locke developed statistical methods which have since been used in a range of applications, including identifying flu virus transmission times, detecting the emergence of new virus strains, and studying population diversity in a number of animal species. Sarah Vanessa Wise in Biological Sciences, University Doctoral Scholar. Sarah investigated how kauri trees modify their immediate environment and lead to the formation of distinctive and unusual plant communities growing in their vicinities. This work provided insights into how forest dominance such as kauri can shape forest composition and is important for forest and conservation management, particularly in light of kauri dieback disease. And in absentia, all those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma in the Faculty of Science.
We are nearing the end of the formal part of this ceremony. On behalf of the University, I invite all today's graduates to stand and receive the congratulations of us all. And while you are standing, it would be a good time for you, the graduates, to show your appreciation of the work that's been done. Thank you. This concludes this meeting of Council and convocation of the University for the conferment of degrees and the award of diplomas. I now invite you to sing the first verse of God Defend New Zealand in Māori, then in English. The words are printed on the reverse of the program.